So you want airport lounge access and can't quite decide between the American Express Platinum card or the Capital One Venture X, huh? In this video, we'll go over lounge access provided by both of these credit cards to see which in fact is the king of lounge access. And by the way, this is coming straight from experience, as I have been traveling the world with both of these cards and have been to lounges in Las Vegas, Rome, Italy, San Francisco, Helsinki, Finland, just to name a few. I've tested both cards thoroughly to see which one is indeed the king of lounge access. Also, towards the end of the video, we'll discuss which card I would keep if I could only have one for the rest of my life, and which one is the most value for the money. Both of these cards have ultra luxury perks that make them indispensable for the frequent traveler. Also, for those of you more seasoned credit card folk, you might already know that both cards come with Priority Pass as one of the main benefits for getting into airport lounges. What you might not know, not all Priority Pass access is created equal, and that depending on which card you pick, you may get more or less access to the Priority Pass network. So, if you're thinking of traveling the world as the world starts to open back up and need a card that can not only give you free flights, but also keep up with your lifestyle, then this video is for you. Now I know what you're thinking. Why exactly is lounge access so important? Well, when I was traveling from Rome, Italy to Bangkok, Thailand, I had a 16-hour layover in Helsinki, Finland. 16 hours of waiting. The new Batman movie was nearly 3 hours. So even if you watched this movie 5 times in a row, you'd still have 1 hour to spare. And normally, I would dread this, especially considering my flight landed in Helsinki around 1 a.m. But because of lounge access, I was able to go into the lounge, have breakfast, and take a nap. On top of that, the lounge was super luxurious looking, and they had little pod-like chair couch things that were much comfier for napping than the normal airport seats. And believe me, I tried napping on both. Granted though, the lounge didn't open until 5 a.m, so I did have to wait like 4 hours, but I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sundays when compared to just slumming it out on whatever airport chairs are available. Now, if you get any value from this video at all that we ask is that you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as it really helps the channel out a lot. Also, if at any time during this video you decide that you want to sign up for either the American Express Platinum card or the Capital One Venture X, there will be links for both cards in the description if you want. The current sign-up bonus for the American Express Platinum is 100,000 membership rewards points, which is roughly worth $2,000 when redeemed for flights through transfer partners. And for the Venture X, it's 75,000 miles, worth roughly $1,500 when redeemed through transfer partners. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the video. First things first. Let's take a look at an overview of lounge access provided by both cards. As you can see, right out of the gates, the American Express Platinum quickly takes the lead with the sheer number of partners it has and lounges you are able to get into. You might be thinking, well, I guess that's it. The American Express Platinum is king of lounge access. Let me click off this video.
The negotiations were short.
Not so fast. The Capital One Venture X is a grower, not a shower. And by that, I mean the card really grows on you over time, as it shows you just how much value it can provide with its limited amount of partners. Take a look at this photo. This is the cost of a Priority Pass membership if you were to just go out and buy one. Considering that both the American Express Platinum card and Capital One Venture X give you unlimited visits to Priority Pass lounges, that's already a $429 value. Now, this is where the Venture X shines. The annual fee on the Venture X is only $395. Now compare that to the $429 of the unlimited Priority Pass access, and it starts to make a lot of sense. The American Express Platinum, on the other hand, has a $695 annual fee, which is almost double the Venture X. This is where things get interesting. The Priority Pass given to you when you get the Venture X comes with one key perk that the Priority Pass given to you by the American Express Platinum does not, and that is...
Drumroll, please!
Restaurants. Unless you're a travel junkie, you probably didn't know that Priority Pass gave you access to restaurants. I know I personally didn't. But how this works is that the Venture X Priority Pass allows you to enter any participating restaurant like Lark Creek Grill and Yankee Pier at SFO to Trailhead Barbecue Bar in Seattle, or SEA. When you enter, the participating restaurant gives you anywhere from $28 to $30 to spend on food covered by Priority Pass. There are currently around 29 participating restaurants in the US. American Express apparently used to have this, but no longer includes this with their Priority Pass, so we have to give the point to the Venture X when it comes to Priority Pass. This is kind of a big deal because honestly, when traveling, Priority Pass will cover you in terms of lounges like 80 to 90% of the time. Now, when it comes to American Express Centurion lounges versus Capital One lounges, the trend actually continues. When comparing the lounges side by side, the consensus is that the quality is around the same, and by that I mean best in class. The only problem is, for Capital One, they only currently have one lounge available in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, aka DFW. They are currently in the process of opening more, but as of this moment, all they have is one. There are just way more Amex Centurion lounges out there than there are Capital One lounges, so we have to give this point to American Express. Given the choice between an American Express Centurion lounge or Capital One lounge versus a Priority Pass lounge, there is just no competition. Always choose the Centurion lounge or Capital One lounge if available. The food is better, it's more luxurious, and the service is amazing. Not to say that Priority Pass is bad, it's just nowhere near as good. Now, this is where the American Express card just gaps the Venture X. Here are the lounges you can only access with the American Express Platinum card. This, in our opinion, is where the difference is made. The Priority Pass will most definitely cover you 80 to 90% of the time, there's no doubt about that. But in situations where you're spoiled for choice, I would pick Plaza Premium Lounge and Delta Sky Club any day of the week over Priority Pass, in my opinion, and you can call me out in the comments if you disagree, but the Plaza Premium Lounges are almost better than American Express Centurion lounges, in our opinion. Let me repeat, the Plaza Premium Lounges are almost better than the American Express Centurion lounges, full stop. If you don't believe me, take a look at some of this footage from the Plaza Premium Lounge in Rome, Italy, and Helsinki, Finland. Not only does the lounge just seem like more of a vibe, but the food, in my opinion, is significantly better, and this is taking into consideration that the food in the Centurion lounges is some of the best in the game. To take it even further, the service provided at the Plaza Premium Lounge, specifically the one in Helsinki, was some of the best service I have ever experienced in my entire lifetime. The food was also so good that I truly felt like I was stealing, because nothing this good should be free. Granted, I know I pay the annual fee for the Platy, but still, I can't say enough good things about the Plaza Premium Lounge. It truly blew my mind, especially since in the credit card space, the consensus is that Centurion lounges are the best, but in almost all aspects, the Plaza Premium Lounge was just better. The only thing that the Centurion lounges had on the Plaza Premium was drink selection, and that's it. Anyways, to wrap this whole thing up and put a bow tie on it, although the fight was a lot closer than you might think, the American Express Platinum card is holding the hill as king of lounge access. The Venture X, however, is the most value for the money, because honestly, the Priority Pass network is more than good enough. But for those of you who want the best and are willing to pay for it, the American Express Platinum card 100% earns every single penny it costs per year. And if you want to take mine, they'll have to pry it from my cold dead hands. If I could only have one credit card for the rest of my entire life, it would be the American Express Platinum card with no hesitation whatsoever. So there you have it, ladies and gents. The American Express Platinum card remains the king of lounge access, while the new kid on the block, aka the Venture X, freshly walks into the king of value lounge access. Personally, I think it's worth it to get both, but that's a story for a different day. If you want to get any of these cards for yourself, then feel free to check the links in the description, and using those links comes at no extra cost to you and greatly helps to support the channel so we can continue to make videos like this. The current Amex sign-up bonus is 100,000 membership reward points, worth roughly $2,000 when redeemed through transfer partners for flights. The Venture X, on the other hand, has a sign-up bonus of 75,000 miles, worth roughly $1,500 in flights, again when redeemed through transfer partners. Obviously, the sign-up bonus is way higher than the annual fee, so you are almost always going to come out ahead year one. So definitely consider looking into it. Lastly, if you got any value from this video whatsoever, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and consider subscribing to see more videos like this. Anyways, until next time, peace.